So to me, I think a healthy material is ultimately one that we know is doing the least amount of impact, but I can't necessarily say that we know for sure what that is. We are still in the process of trying to collect as many options as possible to make an optimized decision.
Part of the challenge with where we're at in the industry today is there's a plethora of certifications and standards that are out there in the marketplace, and it's not very clear for majority of the industry, 90% of the industry, as to how these different systems compare with each other.
I think the trend is to look at the fact that a product does not contain certain chemicals of high concern. There are a number of efforts to develop precautionary lists of one kind or another that identify chemicals of most concern.
Transparency for me is still number one. A product that has formally allowed us in through certifications to understand what goes into a product.
There's a lot of life cycle analysis out there, EPDs. They're long 7-8 page documents that are hard to interpret, when in reality there's only one critical number in that. What's the global warming impact of that product? What's the carbon impact of that product? And so we're pulling out that key piece of data so designers can actually use it to compare products and make sure they're buying the product that's both healthy and has the lowest embodied carbon impact.
Superior Essex in particular has disclosures for health, EPD requirements. You've done efforts to reduce carbon emissions overall as a company. You've started to address water and waste, even being zero waste certified as a facility. There's some pretty incredible things that you're doing from a community engagement and kind of a social commitment perspective. All of those things for us add up to be those higher scores. And so what we see is best-in-class products, best-in-class manufacturers, those people who really are demonstrating a commitment to sustainability are in that kind of high 50s to low 60s range. And we're starting to see that as kind of that threshold, that tipping point number, where all of a sudden we can identify a best-in-class manufacturer.
I think it's really interesting for us to start to work with the MEP systems in a company like Superior Essex that's not only thinking about the health of its products and the sustainability of their products and how they're made, but actually the application.
The more people that are working with this information, the more rapidly we have the chance to learn and advance it, because all of those individual efforts can contribute. Everyone wants to be in a world where there's safer products. And we can do that, I really believe, fundamentally through this collaboration. And so our purpose as an organization is really to inspire that in the community, facilitate that with the work that we do, and end up with this harmonized situation where we can learn faster and all contribute to that better future together.